Hello everybody, welcome back to the Florence's off-grid journey. And with me today, holding the camera, is my youngest boy Everett. He's going to be joining us in doing a little hive inspection here. So come along with us. We'll go down here and take a look at this hive, see what we got going on. Already got a smoker fired up. So we're going to come down here. Now this was a nuke that I put in about 2 weeks ago. So we're going to look and see if we've got enough build up comb that we can maybe add a second deep. I'm going to give them a little smoke in here. Also, you guys see a second deep and you might wonder why we're talking about one. This is our, ooh, that's bright. This is a top feeder. We're going to take that off and set it out of the way. So, what we're going to be looking for today is an actual hive inspection. We're going to be looking for eggs, larvae, pupa, and see what we've got, kind of resources we got on our frames. We're going to lift this inner cover up, smoke under the inner cover for a second. Pull this off of here and see what we got. We're going to check our inner cover real quick, make sure we don't see any small hive beetle running around. If we do, we're going to smash those little small hive beetles. Make sure our queen's not up here because we are on a single deep right now. We don't see her. Some of you may be looking in here and wondering what's going on. There's a green frame in here. This is what they call green drone comb. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. So I'm going to grab my frame hanger real quick here. We're going to see what we got going on. We're going to start out here on this outside wall. We gave him a little smoke already. I don't see a whole lot of propolis in here. We're going to go nice and slow. Everett, you want to come over to the other side? Take a look at these frames. No, around behind me. Now these were all just put on a couple weeks ago. You can see they're starting to draw it out real nicely. Nothing on this side. This was against the wall. This is our green drone comb. Remember, you want to move nice and slow. They're pulling it out with some funky little comb right there. We may clean that up and try and get them to draw that out a little nicer. Give them a little smoke. They've got some propolis on these frames real nice. As you can see, they're kind of sticky. Alright. We've got a little bit of brood. Like I said, this was a 4-frame nuke that we got. There's a little bit of 6-day-old larvae in there. There's some capped over brood. You can see kind of looks like sandpaper. Trying to get in the light, see if I can see some eggs in the bottom of the cell. Oh, I do see some eggs in the bottom of the cells. There is some in there, so we want to be on the lookout for the queen because If you see eggs within that are standing straight up in the bottom of the cell, she's been there within the past 12 to 24 hours. So if she is on here, we want to be nice and careful. We want to make sure we don't hurt her. If you look on the bottom of this frame on this side, at the very bottom, you'll see some what look like little bullets right here. This is drone brood. I don't see her on this side. Just do a quick look over right here. I do see some good eggs, good larvae. I don't see the queen right off the bat. So, for all intents and purposes of doing an inspection, I see eggs, brood of various stages. I really don't need to go any farther, but I'll take a look at a couple of these. Okay, there's some drones on here. Wow, lots of pupae. Lots of pupae. If you look down in those cells, you'll see what looks like very healthy pupae. Real white, glistening, C-shaped, or larvae, sorry. And I do see some eggs in the bottom of the cells right underneath of that. I do see some eggs in the bottom of this side. There's a little bit of nectar that they're bringing in there. From looking at this, we've got plenty of frames that are drawed out. We can go ahead and add another deep box to this. Wow, this frame's a lot heavier. It's got some nectar in it. See some capped honey at the top corners. Little bit of larvae, capped over brood. Just doing a quick scan to see if I could see the queen floating around anywhere, but look on this side. Lots and lots of nectar. You can see it shiny there. Some honey that they're starting to cap over at the top. Lay that back down in there real easy. Move to our next frame. Well, they're drawing these frames out real nice. They've only been in there for about 2 weeks. I see some eggs in here also. Little white tiny grains of rice is what they look like in the bottom of the cells. Wherever in the middle, we should be seeing a queen here soon. Okay, if you look at this frame, you guys may have said that you've already seen the queen, but she's not on here. If you look right here, this is a drone. This is the male honeybee. The rest of these are workers. These are being real nice. We're going to give them a little bit of smoke, get them off this top. I'm gonna work nice and slow, real gentle. It's warm out here today. We're doing this in the middle of the afternoon. The propolis is kind of sticky. Another heavy frame. Lots of nectar. There's some brood on here, some capped honey at the top. Drones walking around. Big drones. Okay.
Any queens?
Nope, don't see her yet. She could be just about anywhere in here. We're gonna look at this next one. This was another brand new frame that they're just starting to draw out. Larvae in multiple stages, eggs. Ooh, look at the pollen in the top right. A lot of bright orange pollen, some yellow pollen. Everybody's just busy going about their day. You know, I don't know if this queen is marked. I really don't. A lot of pollen. Look at all that pollen. Nice little band almost all the way around the sides and the top of the frame. Just beautiful. Alright, let's go to the next one. This is the last frame. I wouldn't think we'd see her clear over against the wall. Normally you don't see her clear over against the wall. Normally this is resources, nectar. Wow, lots of brood. Lots of pollen. Lots and lots of pollen. Nectar at the top. Let's look at this side. Lots of brood clear over against the wall.
Our queen is missing.
Well, she's not missing. She's just kind of evaded us seeing her right at the moment. But I know she's there because we've got eggs. But she's kind of evaded us.
How do you tell the difference between a brood and a queen?
The brood is the capped over cells. Right here, this is brood, capped over cell. Nectar's glistening, shiny. Pollen is the color. Capped over honey is this white waxy look right here. Well, I know she's in there somewhere, but we've missed her. I don't know where. Okay, guys, what we're going to do is these are ready for another deep. Okay, we're going to grab another deep over here, and I'm going to move a couple of these frames up into the deep. One being our green drone comb. And we're going to go ahead and give these guys another deep because they're ready for it. So, Being that we didn't see her, we're gonna put this green drone comb right here. We're gonna put it in the top. And go on. Let's take this wonky looking comb off here, so they'll start maybe drawing it out a little bit nicer. We're going to put it in the third position over. Let's see. A couple of these newer frames that's got larvae on them. I'm just going to do one. I'm going to do one out of the middle. Maybe entice them to come up into this next box. Be very careful pulling them up out of there, nice and slow. I think this is the one that had eggs on it. But we didn't see the queen. We'll do a real quick look again. Make sure we didn't miss her. This one had some pollen on it too. I don't see her. Not on here. That's okay. We're going to drop that down in the top, right in the middle. I'm going to entice them to come back up. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do this again. Just for fun. We're going to go through here and we're going to try and find the queen again. Even though I know she's in here just for entertainment purposes, let's try and find the queen. I'm very happy with what I see so far. Let's give them a little bit of smoke. Remember, guys, keep your smoker going. Don't forget to grab your smoker every once in a while. Give it a little puff. Keep it going. These bees are being really nice. They're not real excited. Being nice and quiet, calm, just enjoying the day. No, we're not going to see her over here. This is cap brood, honey, nectar. We're not going to see her clear over here. It's just not going to happen. But I tell you what we're going to do. This is a frame of, man, just mostly resources. A little bit of brood. We'll leave it down here. Well, we're not going to see her there. There's no way. She's not going to want to be there. Boy, I see lots of eggs. Lots and lots of eggs. We'll come back in a couple weeks. We'll go through this hive again and see what it looks like. Guys, leave a comment if you see her before I do. But I'm not seeing her. Not on this one. That's all we're looking for right now. We're just on the hunt to find the queen. Just for fun.
Looks nice though.
We're on the hunt to find her. We're going to find her. Set the frames back in there. Excuse me, little guys. Let me get my fingers in there. I don't want to pinch you. Let's see if we can put her in the sun and see if maybe we can see her. Lots and lots of little blonde bees. New bees that have just hatched. Let's look at the other side. Oh, we got a bee right there with some pollen on its back legs and its pollen basket. Walking around. Well, I don't see her. But I know she's here somewhere. Maybe she's camera shy. What do you think, Everett? She might be camera shy?
Maybe.
Maybe she doesn't want to come out.
Might be a little like Audrey.
Well, we're going to go ahead and put one of these new undrawn frames back in here to make up for the ones that we put in the other deep. Let's see. Can we see her here? Most of the foragers are out working. It's middle of the afternoon. You'd think I'd be able to see her rather quickly. I got a fly over here biting me. Well, come on, Queen. Where are you at? I know you're in here. I see evidence of you being here. Fly, get out of there. We're looking for that larger thorax. Let's see, we took the, put this one back in there. Alright, let's look here. What's the chances she might be on a nice new frame?
See?
Nope, I don't see her. Ah, I've had to have missed her. Had to have. How many times have you guys went looking through a hive just to find the queen? Missed her. Alright, Queen, it's time to show yourself. Well, just like in life, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. Maybe this is the time I'm not going to see her. Maybe she's camera shy. A lot of big drones. Well, I think this is the time we just... Oh, nope, there she is. I see her. She's laying an egg right there. See her retinue around her? The bees are feeding her, taking care of her. She's just coming out of laying an egg. Let's set it down here. Did you guys see her? Did you spot her? Oh, she's laying another egg. Get my hive tool here and I'll point her out to you. Well, I can point her out. She's right here. There's a retinue around her, taking care of her. She's back down in a cell. You'll see her pop right back up out of there. There she is. Right there, you see her? She's looking around, looking for another place to lay an egg. That's exciting. There's your queen. Alright, now that you guys have seen her, we know where she's at. We're going to be very careful. We're going to keep our eyes on her. She's a big queen. We're going to keep our eyes on her, and we're going to put her down in here. We know she's in there. We're going to set it down, and we're going to slide it over very carefully. That way we don't hurt her. We know where she's at. We know she's in good shape. And we're going to go ahead and slide these frames down in here. I got a bee crawling around on my veil. I'll take this off of here. I'm going to run over here and grab my spacer real quick. These are ready for another deep. We're going to go ahead and give them another deep. Alright guys, I need you off the top bars. A little windy now. I'm done in here. We've seen the queen. We've seen eggs, larvae of various stages. Lots of eggs actually. Larvae of various stages. We've seen nectar, pollen. We'll go ahead and set this on here. Make sure our boxes are square.
You're a little off on this side.
Yep, we're a little off. Go ahead. It's alright, it's off on this side too. This must be box must be just a little wonky. We've got all of our frames in here. We're gonna get them spaced out here real quick. And we've got one frame of brood. We've got our green drone comb up here. Something else I'm going to do. I didn't see any beetles, but that's no sign I didn't miss it. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to get a trap out here. Be careful not to get any of this on your bees. It will kill them. We're going to put a little bit of oil on the bottom of it. About that much. That should be plenty. I'm going to wipe this excess off here because I don't want to kill the bees. Well, I had something here. Definitely don't want to get any oil where the bees can get to it. I'm just trying to get ahead of the game. I'm sure I'm going to have beetles but I want to make sure. We'll lay that in there. Now we've got that taken care of. We can go ahead and get this closed up. This was really nice, really easy. All of our bees has left their top cover, except for you, little guy. There you go. I'll put our top cover back on. Now this is our feeding system. In case you haven't seen it, right up here we've got a couple vent holes, and we've got some wire mesh in here, so anytime I can come in, I can get our feeder. This is our 1-to-1 sugar water, honeybee healthy, amino bee booster, and protein powder, pollen powder. We mix that up. This is what I feed as much as possible. Right now they're building a lot of wax. They're drawing a lot of frames because most of these frames were just brand new wax frames. So trying to keep them fed, keep nutrients to them, and let them keep building out those pretty wax frames. So we got our holes in the top of the feeder. We're just gonna go ahead and mix it up real good again. Flip it over, set it down in there. They'll be able to use their proboscis, come up through that wire and get the little droplets under the bottom. We'll put our shell back on top to keep it safe. And then we'll put our top cover back on. And that is putting a second deep on. We've manipulated a couple frames, and we'll call that one done. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. We've got some other videos here coming up. We got another inspection that's already got 2 deeps. We've got a layings hive here that we're going to do an inspection on. It's been a week since we've done the Langstroth to layings transfer. So when you get a chance, I'll leave the link in the link above here in the video. Check that video out where we did the conversion, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.